She had the perfect life: millionaire heiress, 5 kids, a husband who seemed to adore her. Then she vanished from her own garage, leaving behind a cup of tea, a pool of blood, and a mystery that would end in a shocking suicide. Jennifer Dulos was born in New York City in 1968 to a wealthy family. Her father worked as a banker. Her mother dedicated herself to philanthropy. Her aunt by marriage was Liz Claiborne, the fashion mogul. Jennifer grew up surrounded by creativity and financial security. She attended Brown University and graduated in 1990. She later earned a master's degree in writing. At age 30, she published an essay describing her ideal women as poised supergirls, well-educated, accomplished, thoroughbreds. Her dream was not a traditional career. She wanted to supervise her family's New York calendars. Through the 1990s, she wrote plays about her romantic experiences but remained unmarried. Fotis Dulos was born in Istanbul in 1967. His family moved to Athens when he was a child, but he wanted more exposure to other cultures. He was ambitious and smart. That ambition brought him to Brown University, where he began his degree 1 year before Jennifer arrived. They met during her first week on campus. Chemistry existed between them, but nothing developed. Fotis was involved with other women. Jennifer was adjusting to her new life. He graduated in 1989 and earned an MBA from Columbia. In 2000, he married a Brown graduate named Hillary, a lawyer and writer. That marriage had friction from the start. Fotis and Jennifer reconnected at an airport in Aspen in 2003. Sparks returned immediately. By January 2004, Fotis emailed Jennifer while his divorce from Hillary was in progress. He wanted to meet. He wanted to revive their connection. Jennifer later wrote on her blog that they had always shared something special and precious. 1 month after Fotis's divorce was finalized, they married in Manhattan. Hillary later told a friend that Jennifer had dodged a bullet. Jennifer believed she had finally achieved her dream: a supportive husband, a large family, a luxurious life. The couple moved to Farmington, Connecticut, where Fotis started a real estate business backed by Jennifer's father. In Connecticut, Jennifer struggled to form new friendships. She socialized almost exclusively with Fotis's circle. She participated in his hobbies, including water skiing, which she openly hated. Her own writing was pushed aside. Her unfinished novel manuscript sat in a drawer collecting dust. Fotis ran his business chaotically, always shooting for deadlines at the last moment. The couple wanted children but struggled to conceive. They turned to medical intervention. In 2006, Jennifer gave birth to twins. They would eventually have 5 children, including 2 sets of twins. The family was active and high-achieving, but the marriage was already beginning to show serious cracks. Fotis began spending 10 days each month away from home. He claimed he was on water skiing trips. Jennifer withdrew into herself and read more books. Fotis cut her off from her own friends. He punched a parking lot attendant at her parents' apartment building. He forced their children to compete at higher water skiing levels, even when the kids begged to stop. Jennifer wrote that the children were physically and emotionally exhausted. She wrote that everyone was terrified to disobey her husband. In 2017, her father died. While she was grieving, Fotis announced he was having an affair with a Venezuelan woman named Michelle Troconis. Fotis told Jennifer he had fallen out of love with her. He suggested Michelle move into the family mansion. Jennifer could not believe what she was hearing. She opened up to the children's nanny. She said she was no longer in love with Fotis either, but they had 5 children together and would try to work something out. Then Fotis bought a 9mm Glock. He showed the gun to the children before telling Jennifer. That was her breaking point. In June 2017, under cover of night, she loaded the kids into a car and drove to a new home in New Canaan. Fotis called 911, pretending to be worried. On May 24, 2019, Jennifer dropped her children at school around 8 a.m. A neighbor's camera showed her returning home at 8:05. She had 2 doctor's appointments in New York City that day. She attended neither. The nanny arrived around 11 a.m. and found Jennifer's purse on the garage floor. A full cup of tea sat untouched. Only 2 rolls of paper towels remained on a shelf. Police later found blood spatter on the garage floor, door, and wall. Jennifer's blood was everywhere except the kitchen faucet, which held a mixture of Jennifer and Fotis. Someone had tried very hard to clean up the evidence. That evening at 7:30, CCTV cameras captured Fotis's pickup truck driving down Albany Avenue. Trash bags filled the truck bed. When the truck reappeared, fewer bags remained. A man got out to place another bag in a public can. This happened several times. The driver was Fotis. The passenger was Michelle. Police searched those trash cans and found cleaning materials, Jennifer's clothing, and zip ties stained with her blood. At Fotis's house, police discovered a handwritten alibi script. It outlined Fotis and Michelle's movements on May 24th and 25th, but it omitted the trash dump. The story Michelle told police kept changing with each interview. A residential camera showed a figure on a bicycle riding toward Jennifer's house at 7:31 a.m. on May 24th. It was Fotis. Her Suburban left her house at 10:25 a.m., but she was not driving. In those 2 hours and 49 minutes, prosecutors believe Fotis restrained Jennifer with zip ties and stabbed her. He used 10 missing rolls of paper towels to clean her blood. He transferred her body and his bicycle into his pickup truck. He left her Suburban with its lights on to suggest abduction. Fotis's lawyers argued Jennifer had staged her own disappearance. The physical evidence said otherwise. Fotis was indicted for murder in January 2020. On January 28, 2020, Fotis sent his girlfriend Anna on an errand. He sat in his car with a hose attached to the exhaust pipe. He left a suicide note stating he refused to spend even an hour in jail for something he did not do. Paramedics resuscitated him, but he died 2 days later. Michelle Troconis was tried in January 2024. In March, she was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder and 5 other counts. No body, no weapon, only CCTV, DNA, and her own contradictions. Kent Mulhiney, Fotis's former attorney, awaits trial. Jennifer's remains have never been recovered. Her children grow up without answers.